What made you want to go the entrepreneur route instead of the typical 9 to 5 and take that chance?
I never wanted that 9 to 5. I was never the type of person who felt like you should tell me how much money I'm worth at the end of the day. So even with when I was waitressing and things like that, for me, what I make is a direct product of how hard I work and the way that I show up and present myself, right? And that's on a small scale, even talking about like waitressing.
Yeah.
I come from a family of entrepreneurs as well on both sides. Both my dad's family and my mom's family are a lot of entrepreneurs. So I just grew up with people doing their own thing. Yeah, so it was kind of just in me. Any sort of traditional route really just never appealed to me, if I'm going to be completely honest. I like blazing my own trail. I like being able to create whatever I want to create. And the biggest thing for me, I have to tell you, is having the freedom of my time.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, I love to travel. I like to be able to, like, if on a whim, honestly, if I want to go hiking that day or if I want to whatever, if I can arrange it, I like being able to have that freedom for myself. And I give it to my employees too. You know, as long as everything's covered and everything's good, you don't have to feel like you're trapped here. I want you to be able to live your life and do your thing because that's what I want for myself as well.
And do you think, because first of all, jumping out doing the entrepreneurial thing, that's already something people are a little hesitant about.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think people would judge you for the type of business that you have? Because this is not something that everybody has.
Yeah.
And do you think it's jealousy or
why would she be judged?
because not a lot of people have pole businesses and you know
Exactly what people judge us.
especially like women, they'll see it and they'll be like,
Yeah.
what is this?
Yeah.
They won't understand. They must stay comfortable. So do you think people judge you?
I know that people do. I know that people do. And at the end of the day, this isn't for everybody. Even though, if I could tell you what I really think that is, I think that insecurity, but I also think that we're conditioned as a society that like any sort of sensuality is shameful. So when people put that on full display and really embrace that within themselves, I think it triggers what is natural for other people, but like they feel a shame around it. So rather than being like, wow, this is something I want to express and I feel like I can't, they're like, you're X, Y, or Z. And to those people, I'd just be like, come in and try a class and see what it's about. Open yourself up a little bit. It's not for everybody, and that's okay. I've come a long way with that too, because even the way that I used to talk to people about the business, when people would be like, what do you do? I'd be really careful about the way that I say things. But at the end of the day, this is a sensual art, and it does have roots in people that do stripping or sex work or things like that. But it's also a really beautiful self-expression. And I think a lot of people come from places where we have, honestly, like either wounded relationships with our sensuality, or unfortunately, sometimes people who have trauma in that regard. Yeah, when you have a space to take that power back and you can express that part of yourself in a place where it's embraced and welcomed and safe, you're really taking your power back in a lot of ways. And a lot of personal transformation comes from that.